Hello and welcome to another Rectacular video. My name is Mr. Ricolas, and this is for our survival. Upgrades to the base. I think let's see. I've made more frame lag, frame drop, so many frame drops. I've made more chests for storage. I've made a lava generator with the advanced lava generation we've been doing. I've made these transfer nodes for liquids from extra utilities to help with this be. Oh dear. Help this be a little less laggy. And we've got more crucibles here, and we're just pumping it in, making tons of lava, using lava as part of our power gen. I've also advanced. I've gotten us ender crops, so now we have ender pearls easier than this. These actually all grew up fully, and I was able to use those I used the watering can on those, but I was able to use those to make the start of the ender crops, and then they've expanded from there. Let's go sleep. My frame rate is taking a significant hit. I'm assuming that has to. I know I was checking out earlier, and I did see that a tree, one of the giant trees, was burning down from falling meteor over in yonder direction. So yeah, that's something. It's still burning down, but I wasn't able to really clear it all up. So frame rate should be fine. Anyway, we'll get to that in a second. But what we need to do today is Tier 2 Mechanism. Technically, it's Tier 3 in my book because it's for tripling and everything, but according to Mekanism, Tier 0 is just plain old nothing, Tier 1 is doubling, Tier 2 is tripling. So anyway, we need an electrolytic separator, a gas-burning generator, a purification chamber, a crusher, an osmium compressor, an atomic disassembler, obsidian armor, jetpack, and free runners. Very similar to last time. And the reason we need the obsidian armor and that is mainly because these are well near their breaking point, and they're not, doing us too well. So I've got obsidian dust refining up in here. So that's just diamond and obsidian and this dirty obsidian dust, but I need to toss in the rest of this here. And let's get started on the rest of the list. So the first thing is an electrolytic separator. If you look here, the electrolytic separator, a machine that uses the process of electrolysis to split apart a certain gas into two different gases. To make it, we need 4 iron ingots, 2 redstone, 2 enriched alloys, and an electrolytic core, which is 2 osmium, 1 gold, 1 iron, and then 5 enriched alloy, and these are all crushed forms. So I've got it all in my inventory except the iron and redstone. Let's grab, running low on redstone. 1, 2, there we go. Wrong thing to craft. First, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm actually going to need 2 of these electrolytic cores because the gas burning generator requires 1 as well. So we'll just make, damn it, 2 electrolytic cores, and real quick we'll make our electrolytic separator. There and there. Boom. Frame drop, and there we go, the electrolytic separator is done. We've got our reservoir to pump water in, oxygen pumps out the right side, hydrogen pumps out the left side, and it's going. It's already going. Now that's going to be a massive power drain, which is why I added the lava generator. So these are generating 80 plus 40, so 120 RF per tick total, which is still not enough for this. This is 160. So that's why we need more power gen, which is why we'll use the gas burning generator from Mekanism. Which, if we look here, a generator that harnesses the molecular varying gases to produce energy. What we're going to need are 4 osmium ingots, 2 steel casings, an electrolytic core, and 2 enriched alloys. Well, we've done most of this, or we've done all of this before. And I've been making more steel using the manganese plus iron dust recipe. In case you were wondering where all the refined iron came from. And there we go, a gas-burning generator. Now this is a very powerful generator actually, and if I can just go... Oh wow, these are getting sapped up real quick. Let's see, yeah, that's a weird texture bug. Could I just have this not do that? Thanks, thank you. Let's see, where are we gonna put this? I guess what we can do... How do I want to do this? We could pump in energy from both sides, I suppose, if I just do something like... Oh, I don't know. I don't know, we'll configure this. Anyway, let's look at the interface. So we have this is where obviously the gas will be stored. This is producing nothing right now. The max output is 160 RF per tick, which is a lot lower than it used to be back in Mekanism version 6 for 1.6, Minecraft 1.6 that is, but still a good bit of energy, and definitely 160 RF per tick. That's more than we're generating right now over there. So this will be a good little extra because this generates oxygen, which is needed for ore tripling, and hydrogen, which is needed for jetpacks, and we'll use it for this. But first, what we need to do as well, we need to crush up one more bit of iron and grab 8 osmium. This iron powder is going to be used for this steel. Boom. And we'll just start smelting up steel. We'll take this, grab our crafting calculator. Love this thing. No longer have a crafting station anywhere. Gas tank. And we put this gas tank right for hydrogen. And there we go. Let's wait so I can dump this in and get it out of my inventory. So we have the gas burning generator done. I'll frame drop is extreme right now. I'll work out a place to put this. I'll probably just kind of stick it maybe right there. That'll be good. And then we'll just tank for now. We'll tank the hydrogen in. I'll just show off real quick. If I put this in right there, then it starts taking in hydrogen and generating a buttload of power, which will transfer into this. We actually need to harness all the energy we're generating. We're going to need better cables, but needless to say, this whole system will generate plenty of power for us. All these generators working together. I like using multiple generators together to generate power. It's a good system to use. And that'll just generate power for a while on that hydrogen. I don't know how long it'll be generating for, but that should go for a while. We'll see how all that works in the end. And we'll dump this hydrogen into there. Now let's move on to the purification chamber. Purification chamber is the first step in making advanced ore processing or the first step toward advanced ore processing in Mekanism, because typically most mods can do, ore doubling. A few mods like thermal expansion can do ore tripling. Mekanism goes all the way to ore quadrupling, or no, quintupling. That's right. Pentupling, quintupling, whichever way you want to phrase it. It makes 5 times the ore. So we're going to do 3 times right now. So let's grab, if we look up the purification chamber right here, it needs 2 osmium ingots, 2 advanced circuits or advanced control circuits, which are cheaper, 4 enriched alloy, and 1 enrichment chamber. So let's first make our enrichment chamber. And that should be it. Getting some major frame issues right now, which is not good, but there we go. Enrichment chamber. Now we need to make the advanced control circuits, which are just control circuits surrounded by, or flanked on each side by the enriched alloy. Now we put this there, 2 osmium I believe, and this, and we get a purification chamber. This thing uses oxygen, and it uses 80 RF per tick, and it will make clumps. And the clumps will have to be crushed into dirty dust, and the dirty dust will have to be enriched into regular dust, which will be smelted. But to crush it, we're going to need a crusher from Mekanism, which is pretty simple. 2 buckets of lava, 1 steel casing, 2 basic control circuits, and 4 redstone. Well, luckily, we've been making a bunch of lava. We have some right there, but I think I'll just grab some from the drums that are continually generating it. Boom. And I didn't bring both because I'm just, I don't know. That was dumb. Boom. Oh, oops. Boom. Plenty of lava. Now let's just make another steel casing. We're going to be making a lot of steel casings today. I'll make one more because I'm going to need one for the... What one is it? For the osmium compressor as well. Anyway, we'll take our lava buckets, basic control circuits, and our redstone, and we get a crusher. This uses a lot less RF, or no, it uses the same RF. Huh, I'm getting used to... There have been so many changes with this mod. So this uses 20 RF per tick, and it crushes up just like the sag mill does. So we actually want our output there, there, and we want boom, 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 boom. Auto output there, and we want this to be purple. We don't necessarily need it, but purple, just getting its energy or its oxygen from there. And there we go. So now we have ore tripling ready to go. Now we're gonna need an osmium, and I guess I can show this off real quick with cobalt. Cobalt would normally be doubled, but with another one bites the dust, a cool mod, we can triple it. And now this is using the oxygen, you know, going through its system, and it's going to make three cobalt clumps, which will be crushed here into dirty. Each one will make some dirty dust, dirty cobalt dust. These dirty cobalt dusts will then be enriched into cobalt dust, plain cobalt dust, and then the cobalt dust will just be smelted up into cobalt ingots. So yay, tripling. Ah, God, this frame, I'll have to figure out what's wrong with the frame rate. Anyway, now we need to make an osmium compressor. So if we just look right here, it is steel casing, 2 buckets, 4 enriched alloy, and 2 advanced circuits. Well, we have our 2 buckets with us, just happenstance. So let's make first our, wrong thing, boom, advanced control circuits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2 buckets, and we get an osmium compressor. We're going to place this just right here. I wired up the whole wall for a reason. And now we've got, this is part of making obsidian armor. It's an advanced mechanism machine for making some very advanced alloys. You can use it to make glowstone ingots and obsidian ingots. So what we need in here is some refined obsidian dust, so we'll take this, and these 4 will make reinforced. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're gonna make 24, 25 obsidian ingots? Yeah, that's what we need. So we're going to use this, and we're going to put it in here. But it's not compressing anything. It needs something in purple. It's not a gas. What it needs is osmium. It needs to convert osmium into a liquid state to then be used to combine osmium, diamond, and obsidian, because the refined obsidian dust is diamond and obsidian, and then you combine osmium with that to give it a solid obsidian ingot. And this will be useful in many different things. But first, we will use it in an atomic disassembler. Now we have these over here cooking into reinforced alloys, and then we're going to enrich this refined obsidian dust so we get the most out of it. Because typically this would work for 1 process in the metallurgy confuser, but when you enrich it, it becomes compressed, and it'll work for 10 processes. So now we put a reinforced alloy in there. And while we're waiting, let's grab 1, 2, 3 gold ingots, and boom, atomic alloy. And now we're making an atomic dissembler now, obviously. So we make an energy tablet, 1 obsidian ingot, 1 atomic alloy, and 4 enriched alloy, and we get an atomic dissembler. This requires power, but it will never break, and it works. It is the highest level pickaxe. It works it mines at a manual level, and it mines really, really well. Plus, it does all the jobs. It works as a really good axe, really good pick, really good shovel, and it works as a hoe that can till large swaths of land. If I just go over here, oh, I don't know why I opened that. Boom, 3x3, and if we turn it on slow mode, it'll do 1x1. So that's cool. And we can also put it on, so if we put here normal mode, digs really fast, faster than diamond even. Slow mode is just so slow, it digs as fast as diamond tools. You know, because diamond tools are just so slow. And then fast mode is ridiculous. It cuts through pretty much everything like butter. Like a hot knife through butter, I should say. Oops. Let's just grab a piece of dirt from here. And yeah, and then vein mode, which if we go grab some ore, I can show off vein mode. Although I think most people know exactly what's going to happen. If I just I don't know if it will work with this mod's ore, but we'll try it. Yep, mines out the whole vein. Really useful. So yeah, and then off, it won't break anything whatsoever, which is useful if you're working around your base and still want to kill mobs, because this also happens to be a very, oh dear, frame lag, a very powerful weapon. I have a Tinker's Construct. Why is there so much frame lag? This is aggravating. I'm gonna have to figure this out later. Anyway, what's cool about this is it's a powerful weapon. Now I have my Tinkers, I have my Alumite, so I probably won't be using this as a weapon too often. But if I can just, oh, there's a skeleton. If I just show you, ow, come on. Okay, that one didn't work because he was firing explosive arrows which knocked back at him. Ow. Ow. Oh god, this is not good. Frame lag plus an infernal mob equals very bad news. And part of my armor broke as well. This is not going well for me. I'm just trying to test it. Oh god. I'm just trying to test a weapon. If I had the obsidian armor, this would be here. Just a plain old zombie. Boom. 18 damage on a zombie. Ow, stop what you're doing. Stop it. I'm gonna get the Alumite right now. These are being a pain in the ass. Ugh, poison plus fire. That is a real pain in the ass. Luckily we have this magical food which gives us some good regen. Counteracts it pretty well. It's a long-lasting poison. And we have slowness. Alright, let's get back to the base. That was a good demonstration, but it didn't, the circumstances weren't the best. Luckily I did get to slay things, but still. So this is a very powerful weapon. Oh, hey, fallen meteor. Obsidian level, this is iron level because it's cooled. But this one actually mine it. It says it's harvestable, but it won't mine it. But if we put it on normal, boom, it'll mine it out. Just figured I'd show that off one more time, just for its level of mining. It's actually manual level, I do believe. It's at least cobalt level, because it can mine out cobalt. Technically, I don't really know what requires a manual level to mine, but it can mine out pretty much everything. And we have lost our armor, so we really need to be making that obsidian armor. Let's take these back. Sorting is going to be our next challenge eventually. Ooh, we're missing one. But we'll start out on our obsidian armor because I think that's next on the list. Yep, obsidian armor. So let's grab our crafting calculator and make an obsidian chest plate, an obsidian helmet, obsidian leggings, and finally, obsidian boots. And now we have way better armor. Note the difference. This is diamond level, 1.5 armor bars from boots, 2.5, 2.5, 4, 6. We are decked out with 14 armor bars, if I can do my math correctly, which I think I can. 14 armor bars. That's amazing. Now we can go out here and we can just say, oh, hello, Mr. Where'd that infernal skeleton go? Did he despawn? I think he might have despawned. But now we can go out here with all of our really cool gear and totally Shrek some mobs. Not like that, though. That's... Falls are still painful, but we do have a solution for that. Don't worry about that. Come on, any mobs wanna fight? Oh, I see him over there. Here we go. Here, hit me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Were you supposed to have done something to me? Oh, that's right. My armor is too good. Oh, this is a bad effect. This is a really bad effect. I'm sorry for this. Oh, please stop. Thank you. Ow. Ow. Poison is still very deadly, so we're gonna get the truck out of here. Poison is always something you have to deal with. I don't think there's there's really, I don't think any specific armor really deals with poison effectively, like just neutralizing its effects forever. Let's keep our shield out so that we can actually, it gives more defense as well, even though technically we're not going to take any damage from mobs with this armor on unless they're poisoning or like splash potions of harming. Let's get back in the base. We're out of magical food, so that was a mistake on my part to eat that early, but still, good armor. Poison kind of ruins it, but whatever, we've got good armor. Now we need to make a jetpack and free runners. So what we're going to need is, could you please stop? Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 osmium. We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to need 2 diamonds. We're going to need a block of steel, which we have. And tin. Do we have tin anywhere? Yeah, we do. We need all 3 of it. And anything else? We need some bronze, which is actually something we can deal with. Do I have any tin ore anywhere? Yes, I do. Let's triple this real quick. And by real quick, I mean it's going to take some time, but still, we'll get 3 ingots out of it. Showing off, once again, the awesome amazingness of Mekanism. While we're waiting for that, we can just make some magical food, since we do need to regen. Boom. There we go. I just need this 1 tin. And actually, I kind of only need the dust. And we'll take 5 of this, because when we put the tin dust in there, there's still some obsidian sitting around, but we're not going to be able to utilize it yet. So we'll just dump it. Not too big a deal. 5 tin, and we're making bronze. So that's something I didn't figure I'd show, but whatever. So let's get the jetpack started. So we're going to need to crush up some iron. Just put that through the sag mill. And grab it out of the alloy smelter, which I think it's going to jump into. Maybe not. Maybe not. 2 bronze. Now we'll grab, we need, wait, gas tank, frame lag, 3 tin, 2 steel, and a control circuit makes a jetpack, but we want an armored jetpack because, you know, we don't want to lose our armor from the obsidian, so luckily an armored jetpack gives 6 armor bars, just like the obsidian chestplate. Can I not crush that there? Well, we have a crusher, so that's fine. Now I think this will try to enrich the dust. Yep. That's fine, we can grab it out of the enrichment chamber. We're quicker than the chamber. There we go. And now 2 dust, 2 bronze, 1 refined ironing block, and 1 jetpack makes an armored jetpack. Now this is going to need to fuel up on hydrogen. So what we're going to do, we're going to swap this out, and we're going to just dump the oxygen so that it only makes hydrogen. We'll check that off, and we'll let that charge up while we make our free runners. So free runners are really useful as well. They make you can step up 1 block, and you don't take fall damage wearing them. Now they don't provide any armor, sadly, but still, not taking fall damage, I think that's a good trade-off. The only thing is they require power, but they use a pretty small amount of power per bit of fall damage. There we go, free runners. Now let's go charge these bad boys up. How are you doing over there, Mr. Hydrogen Generator? You're tearing through some of the hydrogen, but still going pretty well. So we need, I think it's 25,600 RF in this to fully charge it. Or these. They are multiple, plural. Yep, 25,600. So now we'll take off our boots, losing 2.5 armor bars, I believe, but still, free runners. And then, how far is this charge? We'll just show it off real quick. take off the obsidian chestplate, but we gain our 6 armor bars back with our jetpack. You've obviously, so if you watched the Bebo Tech Pack series, you saw this before, so it's not too big a surprise, but I still want to show it. Regular mode lets us fly straight up in the air. Hover mode lets us sit around. Disabled makes it off, but our free runners save us, but use a little bit of power. So great, we have movement. We have upgraded ourselves, we have movement, we have another good mining tool, which these two combined is a great little thing. We have great armor, we have ore tripling, and we have some more power coming through into the base. So what are we going to do next episode? Well, to be perfectly honest, I don't know. I have no idea what we're going to do next episode. I was thinking about trying to get into modular power suits, but I think I should at least have my obsidian armor around for a little while before I try that. Plus, we're going to need I'd have to do a lot of off-camera obsidian, or off-camera ender pearl farming. But what I can do, which I just thought about, which is probably a better idea, is use the quarry. And we can start up a quarry right over, if we come and look. Traveling with the jetpack is a little slow, I'll have to make a hang glider. But if we go over to this ocean, this place is prime real estate for, I gotta fix this frame lag, for a quarry. Just set it up 64 by 64, set it up over here with a bunch of Jabba barrels, or Jabba barrels. And yeah, boom. I don't know why I say that. I think it's based on just another better barrel add-on, or just another better barrel addition. I don't know. Jabba. I don't know if it's Jabba or Jabba. It looks like Jabba the Hutt, but Jabba. I've always said it Jabba for some reason. Anyway, we'll get some Jabba barrels, and we'll put a quarry down, put the landmarks down. We'll get into all that next episode. So yeah, I think massive mining is the thing to do. Episode 7, I think it'll be now. So yeah, with that, our base is coming along real nice. We got a smeltery, we've got a nice little, I mean, you have to admit, it's pretty aesthetically pleasing right now. It like kind of fits into the, whole aesthetic of the, what is this? Okay, so that is kind of necessary. How about we just cover this up a bit, because it's supposed to be, set in with the... I really got to figure out this frame rate thing. It's supposed to be set into the wall, though. So there we go. That looks a little bit better. But yeah, what do you think of our base? It's shaping up pretty nice. We got a strip mine. We've got lava generation. We've been to the Nether. We've got a nice little farm making us plenty of great food. We got a smeltery, and inside we have some technical wonders going on. So much tech that there's a lot of frame lag due to it. But anyway. This has been another episode of For Our Survival. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, favorite, and subscribe. And, share it with your friends. It's a really good series, and I think that most people would enjoy it. So, yeah. Oh, I do need to address the point that, last time, in the Bebo Tech Pack, I was using this Facts Pack. This pack, I think, I've decided I was planning to use the Sortax, but I think that it is just... As you can see, it's very frame laggy, and I don't want to add any more undue lag, or unnecessary lag, so probably not going to do a texture pack. But still, you get to see all the default textures, and most of them look pretty good. Like this jetpack and this assembler, other than that weird texture bug there where it turns invisible, it looks pretty freaking sweet. So, yeah. My name is Mr. Riculous, and I bid you farewell.